How's it going, everyone? Goes the Valley back with another video. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Yeah, I'm just walking out in the bush again, just going for a bit of a stroll. Yeah, just thought I'd make another video. Give everyone a quick reminder, another refresher on who the narcissist is. The narcissist is a toxic abuser. They're a manipulator. They use coercive tactics, manipulative tactics. They'll intimidate you. They look to dominate you. But in the beginning, they'll give you the love bombing. You know, they'll rush into your life. They'll give you this false character. They'll pretend like they've got your best interests at heart, that they love you, that they're so empathic, that they're kind, wonderful, caring, compassionate, all these things, all these beautiful qualities. But with them, it's all fake. They've just been studying people. These are people that emulate, characteristics, like loving characteristics of people. They have conversations with people just to steal, the bits and pieces of their personality. They're watching TV shows and things like this just to emulate, just to mimic, so they can just attach it to their mask. These are people that are pretenders, they're false. They don't have any authenticity, there's no, they don't have a real personality. It's just bits and pieces that they've learnt from other people, and they just attach these characteristics, bits and pieces of personality traits from other people, to just attach it to their mask so they can manipulate other people. So they look to love bomb people, they target people, and they just want to get their claws into people, their fangs into people, because essentially these people are like vampires. They can't generate their own energy, their own power from within. They can't regulate their own emotions. They've got no control from within, so they need other people to regulate them. And they just have rage fits, they have outbursts. And they just steal everything from people. They look to steal their characteristics, they look to steal their energy, their time, their resources. Anything that they can get their hands on, like, they'll steal. They're thieves. And they just project all their toxicity. These are like highly traumatized people, because when they were younger they got traumatized by their caretakers or their parental figures, and they got trapped, they got stuck, they got abused, they got neglected, and they got stuck in this cycle. They had an imaginary friend when they were younger, when they were toddlers, and they just chose the dark side. They went with, the idea, of manipulation, intimidation, and dominating people, and stealing, hating on people, using all these, coercive tactics and things like that to get the upper hand. Because when they were younger, they didn't feel like that. They lost their power. They felt like they weren't good enough for their parent. And so they took on the dark side. They took on, you know, being this false character. And so they just practiced the lie. They practiced being dark. They practiced being, you know, this manipulative person that's looking, you know, to get power and control over people. And now they've got this insatiable need for power and control, you know, and they've got, you know, they've lost everything. They've lost themselves because they sacrificed themselves when they were younger. You know, they gave up on themselves. They put themselves on the altar, you know, and destroyed themselves. And now they're like this false self. They are the false self. And so these people have a personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and now they just see people as extensions of themselves. They can't even see you. You're just an object to them. They just objectify everyone around them. And even their, you know, their flying monkeys, these people that help them, or like, you know, support their agenda, their enablers and things like that, they're just pawns on the chessboard. They're just using everyone. They're users and abusers. You know, and they just want to trap people in this psychosis, you know, in their sickness. And they just target people to get trapped, you know, to trap them inside this delusion, inside this fantasy, you know, this shared fantasy of this, you know, shared psychotic illness, you know, and they just project all their toxicity onto their partners. Anyone who gets close to them, they just project that. They just project, you know, everything that they hate about themselves. Because they hate themselves. You know, and they have all this negativity, all this rage. And they're shame-based people. All this shame, hate, you know, they have all this fear, they're paranoid, they're depressed, they have different forms of depression. But now they wear a mask and they just look to manipulate people and get people trapped. And they want to give off this impression that they've got it all together, you know, that they're happy and that they're, you know, they've got these high, you know, they're on this high frequency. But these are high, these people aren't on a high frequency, they're on a low vibe. All they have is negative affectivity. They've got low vibrational emotions. You know, fear, shame, hate, rage. That's all these people have. But they want to give off the false impression, the illusion that they're happy, that they've got love and they've got empathy, kindness and compassion and everything like that. But these are the things that they've just mimicked. These are things that they've just copied from TV shows that they've watched, you know, these romantic shows. They just emulate people off those shows. And they just attach it to their mask. Just in order to just take advantage of other people. They just want to exploit people. And that's for their money, their time, their energy, their resources. You know, these people would take your soul. You know, that's what they're after, but they can't get that, so they settle for like stealing your energy. And because these people don't have any power, they don't have any energy from within, they say, well, they got to get it from other people. You know, they target empathic people. They know we've got the light, we know we've got the energy, we can be happy. You know, and that we can build, you know, real healthy reciprocal relationships and all this sort of thing. And they're envious. They're envious and they're jealous. And that's why they target it that's why they target people. That's why they want to destroy people, because of envy. Because these people, they can't love. It's fake love, it's fake empathy. They may have the cognitive empathy and they can see when people are upset, but they weaponize that. They weaponize everything. They weaponize our love against us. They weaponize empathy against us. They weaponize everything. Even if we do, the best that we can, we put all our power and energy and time and resources, we think we're going to build this future and everything together with them, and they're just laughing at us behind their mask. Because when we're down, they're up. It's all opposite with them. It can never be balanced. It can never be this equilibrium. They can never hear your point of view or anything like that. They don't care about building a relationship. That's not even why they targeted, that's not even the reason they targeted us. It was out of envy. It was out of, look, I can see that this person's got a beautiful, bright, shining light. I can see this person's got love and empathy and clarity and, can live a healthy, normal life and can build relationships and, is functional and everything like that, and it's got clarity and it's got just happiness all around, just beautiful, But they ain't got none of that. They're scavengers, they're parasites. They've got only got negative effect. They can only bring you down. They can only take away from you. They can only give you the illusion, sell you an illusion. These people are insecure. And by getting, dominating your life and intimidating you and running you down and making you feel lower, they feel like they're boosting themselves up. Makes them feel better when they're destroying people. That's all these people can do, is just destroy people's lives. They want to sacrifice you. They want to sacrifice you to their false self. All they've got is a false self now. Their true self is deactivated. It's gone. So all they can do is lie to you now. And they gaslight themselves. They confabulate. They believe their own lies. And they're so delusional. And they're so much in denial. I mean, they've been doing it all their life. They're professional manipulators. They've been doing it all their life. Pulling the wool over people's eyes. And they're doing this to everyone. This is like a daily operation for them. But that's all they got. They just got all this trauma, depression, anxiety, rage, hate, guilt, shame. And they just want to bring you into this trap. They just want to get you stuck. They don't want you to be living your best life. They don't want you to be happy, healthy. They just don't want the best for your life. They want to take away your life. They want to destroy your life. And I know it's hard to believe in that people out there are like this, but it's true. It's the facts. They're predators. And they just want to take everything away from you. They don't want you to have a future. They don't want you to be healthy, building up things together. They might have sold you this. They will sell you this in the beginning, but it's all pretense. It's all false. It's all fake. In the beginning, they give you the love bombing and they come rushing into your life. They want to rush into relationships. They want to get their fangs into you as quick as they can. They want to get you hooked emotionally. And they just traumatize you because they've got all this trauma within them. And it's not like, you know, they're going to see it like, oh, I'm going to just chill out now, I'm not going to like traumatize them anymore, like they've had enough. No, these are people that just go on and on and on, just traumatizing you, projecting onto you consistently, like projecting, you know, their self, you know, their hatred, everything that's toxic within them. They want to dump that onto you. They want you to be the, you know, the receptacle of it. They want you to take it on board and identify with it. You know, they'll blame shift you, gaslight you, stonewall you, give you the silent treatment, you know, give you the up and down, hot and cold, push and pull, you know. You know, the reward and punishment. They'll give you the good days. You might give you the 1, 2, maybe if you're lucky 3 days in the month that are reasonable, where the, you know, it doesn't seem to be, you know, not verbal abuse or physical abuse or spiritual abuse or financial abuse or any other abuse. But they're just days, you know, where they got the mask glued on real tight. You know, they're on their best behavior, so to speak, and they're just looking to traumatize you. They're just looking to get you trauma bonded. Because if they get you addicted, they get you, you know, hooked onto them, and that's through this hot and cold, push and pull, pleasure and pain, giving you the reward and punishment, the good days where you think things aren't so bad, and then they're terrible again. They're, you know, they're destabilizing you again. You know, disempowering you. You know, discombobulating you, disorientating you, you know, negating you, taking everything, taking your freedom, your clarity away from you, you know, coercing you, you know, brainwashing you. They indoctrinate you, tell you all these lies, gaslight you, have your head spinning around, you know, while you're in fear with all this, you know, walking on eggshells effect, and you don't have a say. It's like anything you say to them, it's just like, you know, you're better off like talking to the tree. You know, at least the tree's got life, you know. It's just like you're talking to a brick wall. There's no one there. There's no one home. It's just like you're talking to a robot or something that's just regurgitating all these lies and all these like bits and pieces from other people, but it's nothing authentic coming from them. And there might be sprinkles of like truth, there might be like sprinkles of like, hang on, just to have you like doubting yourself again, because it's another thing, they want to have you doubting yourself, doubting your reality. You know, just to get more control of your life. They've got an insatiable need for power and control. The pathological sense of self-importance coupled with a lack of empathy. You know, they think that they don't make mistakes. They think that, you know, they should just shift it all onto you. There's no accountability, there's no responsibility. You know, and when they don't get their own way, they rage out. They rage fits. It's like insane rage fits. And they'll make everyone think that, you know, you're the abuser. They'll spin it back on you. They'll go to their flying monkeys, their enablers. You know, talking all this dirt about you, putting you down. You know, try to make you out like you're the bad person, like, you know, all this sort of stuff. You know, and they're teeing up the smear campaign, you know, on the phone to everyone, you know, running it down again. And then, you know, they may come back into your life again and it's all good again. Or you think it's all good again, but it's just hot and cold, them disappearing out of your life, coming back into your life, and you're just all over the place. They want you to be scatterbrained. They want you to be all confused. They want you to be hurt, down, miserable. They don't want you to be moving forward. They don't want anything like that. They're not even about a relationship. They just targeted you out of envy. They could see what you had. They could see that you were high value. They just want to steal all that value away from you. While giving you the illusion that they're this high value person, that they've got love and empathy. It's all fake. They don't have anything. They're just a shell of a person. They're hollow. They're black holes. You know, we're the ones with the light. They want to steal the light. As I said, they'd steal your soul. They want to put you up on the altar and sacrifice you. They want to sacrifice you to their false self. They want to rewrite the script. Because in the beginning, you know, they were traumatized, they were abused or neglected. All these things, they had extreme abuse. They weren't, you know, they weren't given the love. They weren't cared for. They weren't looked after. They weren't protected. All these things. And so now they just want to rewrite the script. They're mad. They're insane. They've lost their mind. And now they just want to take it out on everyone. They take it out on anyone they get involved with. They don't have any real friendships, no real relationships. They're not even interested in that. They just use that. They're covert. They just use that. You know, they just use that as a cover, a disguise. You know, they hide behind people, human shields. They're covert. Just gonna sit here. But yeah, that's who these people are. They just study people. They use the cold empathy, aka the cognitive empathy, you know, to see where you're weak, to see where they can exploit you, take advantage of you any way they can. And they just, once they see where you're weak, where they can take advantage of you, they just attack that. But they do it in a real covert way. They make you think that they're this loving, empathic person that's got the best for you and wants what you want, because they've mirrored you in the beginning. You know, they mirror you and reflect it back to you and make you think that you're, you know, that they're your twin flame, that they're your soulmate, that they want what you want, they want your, you know, they want the same goals as you, you know, the same ambitions, the same drives, the same everything. They mirror you in the beginning, so you fall for this illusion of this person when really it wasn't even them. It was just a false character. That person in the beginning was just a fake character. And you see it as you go through the stages. You go love bombing, devaluation, discard, hoover. And it's just a cycle they're trapped in. And they want to trap you in it. They want to have you stuck in that cycle. They don't want you to be breaking out of that cycle and breaking the trauma bond. They want you to be miserable, down, without money, everything like that. It's what they do. They just use people as like launch pads, or like they just use people as like, you know, just like springboards. You know, they can't do anything on their own. They need other people to regulate them, to empower them, things like that, because they're a black hole. They've got nothing inside. They don't have a real personality, no true authenticity. They use people, they just see people as objects. They just objectify people, you know. They think that just everyone just exists to serve them. They want to take away your self-efficacy, your self-agency, your autonomy, your freedom, your clarity, your future. Everything. They want to isolate you. They want to, destroy your networks and everything like that. They want to turn people against you, bring in these flying monkeys, to, gather intel on you and things like that. Like blackmail you, like sabotage you, steal your money, everything. Anything evil you could think of, like that's who they are. And it's unbelievable, but it's the truth. These people are predators, and they prey on people that have got big hearts, that have got love in their hearts, they've got compassion, they've got kindness, tenderness, they're merciful and everything like that. They love people, they want to see the best in people, they want to build people up. But these narcissists, they're on the opposite side of the spectrum. And they've been doing it all their life. They've been studying empathic people, loving people, whether it be on TV or in interactions that they have, like, in the community and things like that. They get involved in things. And they're weaving through in and out the community wherever they can. They're just manipulating everyone. They wear different masks. They've got one mask for you and one mask for someone else and one mask for when they go to work. And they're completely delusional, and they're in a fantasy. They're in a fantasy with everyone that they talk to, and that's not just intimate relations and things like that. It's like friends, anyone. Because they live in a fantasy. But they want to bring you into the fantasy and get you trapped there and get you trauma bonded. And because they're in this alternate reality, they want to distort your reality. They want to divorce you from reality. And just leave you like a shell of yourself. And they don't even care about relationships. They don't care about love, intimacy, anything like that. It's all about what they can take from you. They're just parasites. They're monsters. They just want to come into your life and rob you of everything. And they can't give you anything. Anything you thought in the past that, oh yeah, like whatever you thought they were giving to you and stuff like that. It's just to manipulate you. And it's all for themselves. They can't even see you. They're in a world of one. Like everything is me, take, I. There's no balance, there's no sharing, there's no equilibrium, there's no balance in the relationship. Or with anyone. They're just manipulating everyone. Intimidating people, dominating people, emotionally butchering people. And then they want to hoover. They don't take accountability, they don't take any responsibility for anything that they do. And they think they can just, discard someone and then just hoover them back like nothing ever happened. They're just crazy. So you just got to go no contact, you got to block, delete all those, and just continue on in the mission, keep being awesome, come back to yourself, do the study, do the research, and just keep on progressing, keep shining, keep winning, keep grinning, because they don't want to see you moving forward, they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you, having a happy relationship, or building a business, or, you know, releasing an album, or doing it, you know, doing paintings and like exhibiting, you know, them in the gallery and things like that, or, you know, going on a long distance run or things like that, or like climbing a mountain, or just getting out and about amongst nature and things like that. I don't want to see you doing any of that. So that's what we do. Keep on progressing, keep being awesome, you know, healing up every day, getting stronger every day. You know, keep shining, keep being you, like, come back to you. You know, whether it's journaling, you know, writing an album, you know, getting outside, getting amongst nature, breathing in the fresh air, or, you know, seeing the animals, seeing the water, like, climbing the mountains, like, you know, going camping, sightseeing, like, you know, or reading a book, just chilling out. You know, sometimes we just need to chill and just like relax, because I mean, in the narcissistic relationship, there's no relaxing. I mean, all these people just want to have you like walking on a tightrope, or just like, you know, sliding down an alcohol slide onto a razor blade type stuff. Like these people want to like shred you up emotionally, and like there's no peace there because they don't have any peace, so they want to steal your peace, you know, everything. But we got to come back to us, come back, you know, to where there's peace, to where there's joy, to where there's understanding, where there's love, where there's empathy. You know, surround yourself with people that actually care, you know. And yeah, just look after yourself, you know. Come back to peace, you know. Come back to the state of relaxation, meditation, journaling, these sort of things. Anyway, peace. Much peace and love to everyone out there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Much appreciation to everyone watching out there. Love you all. Take care and peace out.